What's up, y'all? It's your girl Cleo. So y'all know me. I've always been vocal about everything, about literally everything. Nobody can shut me up. Nobody can silence me. Like, was you silenced or was you silenced? Okay, and nobody's gonna do that to me. This video isn't to bash anyone. This is for me to speak on my experience and what I went through. And I want my fans to learn from this. My fans, my followers, my supporters, my future fans, followers, supporters. You don't even have to like me. I want y'all to literally take this situation that I'm about to break down to y'all and be inspired by it. And understand that no matter what the opportunity is, nobody should make you feel less than or make you feel like shit because they gave you an opportunity. It does not matter. It does not give a door, an open way for somebody to try to humiliate you or try to make you feel less than. And I feel as though being such a confident black woman, I'm sorry. I didn't look, I'm ashy as fuck as a black woman. I didn't even want to like start tearing, okay? Anyways, as a black woman, a confident one who knows exactly who she is and exactly what she wants in this world, people are so intimidated by it. And it's either you're intimidated and scared of it or you love it and you just love it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I was around somebody who was clearly intimidated by me, like, and just who I am as a person. And at first, it might have been something that they liked, but as you can see, I only go up, and I could be seen as a threat to somebody who clearly isn't confident. I can fall out with a friend over miscommunications, misunderstandings. That's okay. You know, we can work it out. Honestly, it's not something that is like has to end everything. You know what I'm saying? But you actually have one time to show me that you are jealous, intimidated, untrustworthy, fake, disloyal, and genuine, manipulative, and calculated. And I promise you that will be the last time you ever play with me. Now I will break down how it ended. And for a lot of people that don't know, me and Ice did not grow up together. That is not my childhood friend. I met her 2 years ago. Before she blew up, I was very supportive of her. Before she even blew up, I was somebody that genuinely liked her. I was like, this girl is so cute. I seen her video on my Explore. She didn't even drop her viral song yet. And I was so supportive of her. Now, anyways, I'm just going to tell the story because you guys deserve to know. You guys deserve to know why we are not friends anymore because a lot of y'all loved us being together. You guys do deserve to know why we're not friends. Y'all do deserve to know who y'all are so obsessed with. Y'all love her so much. Y'all deserve to know who that girl is as an actual human being. As an actual human being. Fuck looks. Fuck looks. Fuck all of that. As a human being, at your soul. Y'all deserve to know. So the ending of July, I get a call from Ice very early in the morning. Cleo, come on tour with me. I miss you. Come. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to come on tour with you and watch you perform all month. Like, I got a nigga. I got stuff that I could be doing. I could be getting money. I have opportunities in New York. I have brand deals. I have things that I need to focus on. So for me to travel all over the United States with you to watch you perform kind of crazy. She's like, no, I want you to perform. And I gagged. You want me to perform? She ain't never, ever, ever, ever brought me out on stage. I was like, oh, wait. Okay. Like, I guess this girl, and in my head, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, I guess she's really trying to make up for that fake shit that got exposed like a month ago. Like, she's really trying to, like, be a actual friend because that shit was weird as fuck. And I checked her about that shit. And even for her to apologize was like pulling teeth. Like, girl, you got caught calling your friend jealous for no fucking reason. And her excuse was that I didn't speak up when I was asked if she was Nigerian. Like, girl, I met you a month before that video. I didn't even know you was Nigerian. So that was kind of weird to me too, that she was upset at me for not knowing if she was Nigerian. And she said that you could have at least said I was black. Like, girl, I didn't even know you. Am I your PR? Am I supposed to be clearing up every time somebody's asking about you being black or Nigerian? Like, that's not my role. And I don't even know you. And I don't even know you. So I was so confused. Anyways, we moved past. Anyways, after that situation that had happened, with her ex best friend exposing her for calling like just about everybody jealous, that was kind of like sick too. Because why do you think everybody's jealous of you? She literally tried to link me being jealous of her with that interview of me not knowing if she was Nigerian. And I'm just like, girl, are you crazy? And she never said that she felt the way. And it was just like, I didn't even know that she was mad at me. She's just in messages talking about me. So she tells me, like, I think everybody's jealous of me. Don't take offense to it. I say that about everybody. I'd say that everybody's jealous of me. I even say that about my mom. Like, that's kind of sick. But okay. Like, okay. Fast forward though, I started thinking that a lot of the things that Ice was doing was calculated. Like, even the thing after her best friend exposing her, it was like, oh, like, let's go to the basketball game. Come with me to this basketball game. I'm thinking like, oh, she just wanted me to come with her to a basketball game. Like, maybe she's trying to make it up. I don't know why I kept thinking like she was trying to make it up for being like caught being fake. But it was just like, even the basketball game, it was like one day later, she's like dropping a song. It's like every time she's like inviting me out, because we never chilled on some like chill shit, bro. Like, it was never like just some chill. It was always like in the blogs the next day and the song is dropping too. So it was like, what? This girl kind of uses me for her rollouts. So I'm just like, okay. When the tour thing came out, I'm like, oh, she's actually trying to like give me something now. Like, okay, okay. She's trying to make it up. She's trying to She's trying to be an actual good friend. I made a flyer announcing that I was going to be coming on tour with her. It did not even get reposted. It didn't even get a comment or like, and she was tagged in it. The bill, it didn't even have my name on it. Like, just about nobody knew I was coming on tour. It was like a special guest. Like, she didn't even like shine any sort of like her own light on me. It was like kind of like all me. Like, I want my fans to come out. Like, she didn't really try to like mesh me in with her actual fan base or try to like put her fan base onto me. Very calculated, you know? It was just given like, oh, let's let Cleo eat, but we gonna give her crumbs. Like, we gonna shine light on her, but let's dim it. You know what I'm saying? It just gave that so much. Online says the show starts at 8. It would even say 9 sometimes. And guess what time I was going on? At 7:30, 7:45. I was going on before the show starts. So that was kind of weird in itself. I had no idea what to expect going on tour. I had no idea until I got on tour and started seeing certain things. And I'm just like, wait, why don't I have that? I didn't have a room. I was told I was going to be with her, but I didn't have a room. No room for me backstage at all. I was in her dressing room. I didn't have no rider. I was with her. And before I came on tour, I asked her what were the things that I was going to have to pay for, because this is so last minute. Like, you're only giving me one day to prepare. Like, it's July 30 something and we going on tour August 1st. Like, girl, like literally one day. So I'm just like, what do I have to pay for? Nothing. You're going to be with me. You're good. You're going to be with me. So I was like, okay, everything is handled. I'm just going to go. I'm going to make the best out of it. I'm going to make the absolute best out of it. I don't have no dances or nothing. I'm just going to go out there and do it. Anyways, of course, this story is long as fuck because it was 30 days of hell. Please keep in mind. So, yeah, the New York show, I was real indecisive about, like, continuing the tour. One single day. But I have this drive in me where, I'm looking at this like, okay, this is going to be good for me. And again, God wouldn't put me in a situation that I cannot handle. This is my first tour. And I felt like He put me in this
allowed to
situation.
bring anybody.
He
She
gave me
said
this
if I brought
situation, and
anybody, I
if
was
I
gonna have to
couldn't
pay for
handle
their
it, he
hotel
wouldn't
and
have.
transportation. I'm just like,
So
bro, I didn't even have
any way
time to
that
prepare for
anybody
this.
is about to
Like, I
treat
only
me,
got one day.
I will
Like,
overcome
you feel
it.
me? Like,
I'm going to
it's damn near
overcome
like me
everything.
putting
You are not going to
like,
trick
putting
me out of my spot.
my needs
You
to
are
the
not going
side
to make me feel like I'm not
to-
supposed to be here.
like to
I am
accomplish
moving
something. I
by the
have
grace
things
of
to pay
God.
for myself as an
And that's just
independent
that.
artist.
I don't
So of
care.
course I'm thinking like
I don't
of
care.
ways to not
And
come
from that
too
moment
much
forward,
out
I
of pocket
said,
for a tour that doesn't even have me.
I'm
on
not even going to
the bill.
speak on anything that makes me
Like, I'm
feel
not even
uncomfortable
on
or makes me feel unwelcomed.
the lineup.
But at the end of this, I'm going to say how
let's
I
go
feel.
into how the
I
tour
am going
went.
to say how I feel.
So,
because right now in this moment, I feel like
couple of days was
I'm
cute.
on
We went to
tour with
Philly.
somebody
This
that
when
don't
things
even
go
fuck
left
with me
now.
for real. That's not even really my friend.
Yeah, we're in a hotel room.
The New York tour,
We're not sure if we're
her
gonna,
dressing
like,
room was kind of
bring
small.
our bags
I never
to
have
the
a dressing
venue.
room. You know what was
'Cause I
kind of
guess,
weird?
like,
That she
we
said
were
that I
gonna
was
come
going to
back
be
to
with
the
her the whole
hotel,
time. Like,
but
I was
she
going to be
told
with her.
me,
You're going to
"Don't
be with me.
leave your
You're
bags
good."
at the venue. You might
And
need
when I would come
don't
inside
leave
the
your bags
venue,
at the
her
hotel.
whole
You might
tour
need
production
something in it.
team, they would act like they have no idea
was like,
where I'm
okay,
supposed to
I'll
go.
bring it.
Like, did she not
Her
tell you guys that I'm
security
supposed to be
brings
in her
all her
room?
bags.
They're
She
just
has
like,
like 10
oh,
bags.
we don't
She
have a
brought
room for
my
you,
bag.
but here they'll give
Brought
me
the
like
bags down.
they'll give
And
me
now
like
we're at the venue,
a
and I
bathroom.
do need something in the
The
suitcase.
bathroom that
Like, I
everybody's
had a
using.
wardrobe
They'll give me the
malfunction,
bathroom
like
and
she said
say,
I probably
well, you can
would
get
have.
dressed inside this bathroom right here. And I'm just
Instead,
like,
she cursed me. Okay,
I'm supposed to be
now I
in
do
her
have a
room
wardrobe
though.
malfunction.
Like, I'm confused. Like,
So
you know
I'm
what I'm
like,
saying?
oh,
Like,
how can I get the bag?
it was just
She's
confusing.
like, tell the security to get it for you. I go to the security. I'm like, can you get my bag?
So they would like show me bathrooms and little corners that I can get ready in, and I'm just like, what? But need I remind you, every time there was a special guest or somebody that ICE wanted to bring out, it was always accommodated.
I put my bag.
Somehow they was always able to find a room, and they always had a room for themselves. I never had a room, and I was okay with that because I already came on tour knowing that I was gonna be with her, but it annoyed me when they would act like they had no idea where I was supposed to be at. That was confusing to me.
Like, I'm like,
so the dressing room is small, and I asked her like, "Oh, can I get ready inside your room?" She's like, "Come and see the room." I come and see the room, and the room is large enough for us to get ready.
I didn't want to bring the bags down.
Like, bro, you invited me on tour, bro. We supposed to be trying to thug it out and make it work because we're friends and we're girls. Like, hello.
Word.
So I'm like, we're getting our makeup done. Our chairs are like just back to back, but the room is not
tight. Like,
it's not like there's a couch. Her wardrobe is able to fit in there, which is a big ass wardrobe. All her stuff is able to fit in there. She's good. She's good.
I didn't really have any.
And I'm good too. I give her her space. After I'm done dressing up, I get out the room. I do not sit around in the room and shit because she don't even allow niggas to sit in the room. She just give niggas the boot like anytime she feel like it, which was kind of like weird too because like, girl, why I can't just sit in the room and chill? Like, whatever.
Fucked up.
So,
a friend.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Like, that's because she was tight ever since the Philly show when I said something about the luggage. That is why everything was weird
outside
afterwards.
Now
I put my bag literally a toe
can we get a picture, Cleo? Can we get a picture? As I'm
on the side
of
her couch, and she knows
very
it's mine
embarrassing
because she knows
it's
that's
like
my
very
bag.
embarrassing. Like,
I put it on the side of the couch. Her mom and her little sister came in the room, so everybody got out the room. Da 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 da.
I had to make
like an hour goes by. I like go downstairs.
Do it again.
I walk past the room. I see my bag.
Fans in my
like
face. It was so fucking
Telfar bag outside of her door.
I get in the car
and I'm just like, wait, why would they kick this little bag out?
And
like, this little bag was on the side of the couch. Like,
I was mad.
Why would it need to be kicked out the room?
So we went to the hotel now.
It's crazy now.
Hotel, she's like,
a few days later, and I'm not accusing anybody of nothing. It could have been anybody. You know what I'm saying? It could have been somebody that walked past the door and seen a bag in the front of Ice's door.
But it's like, I performed.
My card was used.
So
$700 and something was used at one of those designer retail websites like Essence or something.
And I'm just thinking to myself,
I was so gagged. I was just like, what? But of course, call my bank, got my money back. I didn't even make it a thing. I didn't even make it a thing.
Because I said so. You know, it's like she just didn't
imagine somebody that only
she just
had $700 and something in the account. Bitch. Like yo, and just imagine how other people could react to that.
at least
Like,
there's
they would
development
be
here.
so fucking
And
gagged,
what bags
bro.
to take
I'm
out
just like,
because
whatever.
I'm gonna take a shower too.
You know,
So
that's
we go
crazy.
upstairs, and it's like,
Because why would you
after the
kick
show,
my
it
bag
kinda
out?
gives, like,
But
a
like
rush
I
vibes,
said,
'cause we're
she
trying to,
ain't
like,
gonna
hurry
say
up and get
nothing.
back on
She
the
probably gonna argue
bus.
with me. She probably gonna
So we're in the
something,
hotel room, and I had
something.
this feeling in my chest.
Now, I stayed
don't know if
in
anybody
New York a
else
couple of
who's a
days
real-ass bitch gets
to
this
work
feeling.
on my video shoot. When
And
I came
it's
back,
just a feeling, and I'm
everything
just
changed.
like, I
So
have to
she
say
told
something,
me
because if
to
I don't
take
say
a bunk
something,
on her bus because
I'm gonna start
Right was coming to the back.
like
Right's
I don't
coming.
like
So
her.
take a bunk on the
So
bus. I was like,
at
okay,
least say how
girl, I'm
I
not gonna
feel,
cock block. You wanna be
get
with your
her
man?
take
Cool,
on
granny.
it, instead of being angry.
That's what she told me,
and just
though.
letting it build up.
So I'm
frustration.
thinking when you done,
So she's in the shower.
this is like who
and
knows?
I'm
The
like,
bus
gotta
ride
take
is
my
mad
makeup
long.
off so
I'm
that
thinking
we
we're
can,
gonna go
like,
back
you know,
to the
I'm not waiting
hotel
for her to get out the shower
when
and
we
take my
get to where we
makeup
going.
off,
Like we're gonna
and
be in the
it's
same
just
hotel.
delaying us 'cause
So
we're
when
trying to hurry
she
up. So
got
I went to the bathroom, I'm
she
taking
got
my
out
makeup
the
off.
back
I'm like,
room
yo,
on the bus,
you know you
we came
asked
out
me to,
together.
like, take
It was
my
her,
bag. I mean, not you
Riot,
asked me.
me, and the
I'm
security
like,
were
yo, you know
walking
you
towards
told
the
me
elevator.
to
We go inside the
take my
elevator.
bags with me to the venue.
And this is something
So
that she could have texted me because
it
she
was
texted
smart
me
for
when
to take my
she
bag,
said that
and
he
the
was coming
reason
on the
why.
bus and for me
And
to
you
take a
even
bunk
told
on
me
the
to tell
bus.
your security
So
to bring the bag
she
upstairs.
goes in the
So
elevator.
why would it be a problem?
You're not gonna
for
get your
him
own room?
to bring the
I
bag
was like,
back
what?
to the car?
I didn't know I was getting
And
my own
she
room. I was back
goes,
confused. I'm like, oh,
that's
what
my
I was
security.
trying to
He works for
understand.
me. If
And
he
I
feels
stopped
like
the
he's
elevator
gonna-
door
if
from
he feels like
opening.
he's doing
Girl, why
more
you
work,
can't say nothing to nobody?
he's
Like,
gonna
why
wanna get paid
when
more.
you why
So
you
I'm like,
always
how
trying
much
to
is
get
he
why
does
you always
he
try to
wanna get
give like
paid
an
for? Because
embarrassment
if I'm
kind of
gonna be with her
vibe?
this whole
Like it's not
tour,
even
I'm gonna pay
embarrassing,
him
but it's
more.
like that's the vibe that
I'll
you
pay him
that you
more
make
to
it
carry
seem like
my
you try
bags.
to
I don't
give
wanna be
all the
carrying my
time.
bags.
Like girl,
I
you could have
don't.
texted me that. Cleo,
Like, y'all
make sure you
don't
get your own
understand seeing me
room.
carry my
This is
bags.
the hotel we
That's
staying
crazy.
at.
So I'm
Like,
like,
damn,
I
why you
gotta
gotta
figure
get to
this out. So, like,
the
I'm just gonna
hotel
get
and you
paid
telling me
more.
you're
He's like,
not gonna
you
get
just
your own
paid a
room? Like I
flat
could have had the
rate.
room booked already before we got here,
I'm
boo.
like, is this girl serious? She said it like
But
she
on
had
top
no
of
idea
that,
what
I didn't
flat
even
rate
know that I
meant.
was paying
If
for
he gets
hotel
paid
rooms
a
because they're
flat
staying at
rate, that means
five-star
that he'll
hotel
move a
rooms
house
every
for you.
place.
He's
The
getting
labels
paid
covering everything,
to
label,
work
label,
for
label,
you. He got
everything's
paid to
covered.
work for you.
You know what I'm
He's moving
saying?
anything
I'm
you
an
tell him to move.
independent
He's
artist.
moving anything
Why
that
would
you tell
I
him
come
to
on
move.
this tour knowing that I
I'm
had
like,
one
girl,
day to
carry the
prepare?
bags out,
Now I'm gonna have to
like,
pay
the
for
fans was all
5-star
in my
hotels
face.
in every city.
She started
This is
making it
not
seem like
something
she
that I
understand,
signed
like,
up
oh,
for.
yeah, that's crazy,
This is
da, da,
not
da.
something that I
Then
was
she go
prepared for.
back
This is
to
not something that I told my
being
label
weird, and
about.
she's just like,
Maybe they could have, not even maybe,
can't
they
leave my
would have
side.
helped me.
Like, he
They
can't
would have
leave
helped
me.
me. But
That's
you
why.
gave me one
Like, girl,
single
what you mean
day
he can't
to
leave you? So
prepare for
now
a tour
I
that
catch
you knew
her
about
again.
months
Like,
ago.
just-
That's
she's
so
just
crazy
weird.
to me.
I'm just
But we
like,
know why
what
now.
you mean
We
he
know
can't
now
leave
that
you?
you
We
added
was
me to
up
the
there waiting for
tour
him to bring
simply
all your
because
bags. He left
you
you
wanted to
several times to
damage
bring your
control.
bags to the
The
car.
situation
He
with
left
Baby
you a
Stormy
lot
was
of
making
times
you look
already.
crazy. You
She's
thought
like,
to yourself,
oh,
and this is things
why
that I
would
realized
I
after the fact. I told
wait
y'all,
for
I really
him
thought that she was
to
trying
bring
to
your
make it
bags to
up,
the car?
but it wasn't a makeup matter.
I'm
It was her
like,
trying to clean
the
up everything that was
conversation
going on with
was
her,
done
and let's
after
add
that.
Cleo to the
It
tour
was
so
done.
people think
I
that I'm a
said,
good friend.
okay,
So
I
people
know the
think
type
that
of girl that I'm
I
dealing
give
with.
opportunities
She's
to her,
very
and I'm
selfish.
nice, and I'm
Why
good.
would- we just waited for him to bring your bags. What you mean? Why would
Her
you wait
hairstylist
for
end up
my
saying
bags
like, you
now?
know, you should
Like,
stay,
girl, what?
stay. You got your fans coming out. You already promoted it yourself. Like your
I got
fans
out
is
the
coming to
bathroom.
see
That was
you.
the end
Do
of
it
the
for
day.
your
I didn't
fans.
bring up that
She put
situation
that
no more.
battery
I
in my
charged
back
it
to
to the
really
game.
like I had to
And charging
get my
something
head
to
back
the
on the
game
swivel.
is
Like
normally
yo,
something you do
like
regarding business.
make this situation what you
But
can
I
make
thought
it,
that this girl was my
and
friend,
just
so
ignore
I'm like,
everything
I
else.
have to charge something
Fuck
to
it.
the
And at the
game
end of this,
situation like this.
you will
This is
address
my-
her
this is supposed to be
and you
my
will tell
friend,
her
but
how this
gradually I
situation made
started
you
seeing
feel.
that
And
she
if she
wasn't
doesn't
really
care,
my friend,
that
and
was
that was
never
like
your
the
friend. Some people
beginning
don't
of it.
even know what.
Now,
And
what
like
I
they don't
didn't
know
know
how
was
they're
I
making
later
you feel
learned
until you
after
tell them.
bringing
But
up
if she doesn't
everything I
care,
went through
she
to
was
her,
never your friend.
I
So
learned that
I end up staying
this
with the
situation
hairstylist.
where
She let
I
me
said
stay inside
out her
about my
hotel room.
bags
Every
was
city
the
that we
reason
went to,
why
I stayed
got
with her, and
mistreated
she was
the
mad nice, and
entire
it was so
tour
fun
after
with her.
that.
Like
And I
it
had
really
no
just
idea
gave
that
like
she was so
it
tight
was
at
just
me
fun.
for-
Like it
for
felt
saying
like
something.
how it was
'Cause
supposed
she's
to
the
be
type
with
of
Ice, but
person
she's fucking
who
boring.
doesn't like to
like
be
she's boring. She doesn't want to do
want
anything. She doesn't even want to
sent
play
her. She
Uno.
feels
Like I don't
too
like. She doesn't
big.
want
She
to do
feels too
anything.
highly
The bus rides be bad,
of
boring. It
she's
just be
on her-
boring.
her
So
high
like
horse.
being with
Nobody
her
said
hairstylist
nothing
really
to
showed me
her.
like the fun
But
side of the tour.
that's the type of person
And she
I
even
wouldn't
said it
want as a
herself, like,
friend.
yeah, you made this
Like, I
tour
would
so
want
like
a friend that I
easy
can't
going. Like
tell
you just
about
made it
themselves.
fun.
I
And
can't tell
I'm
you
glad
about
that she
yourself
felt that way because she
because
made that
you're
for me too.
famous.
And thank you, girl.
Like, that's sick. It doesn't matter
Now
how
moving
famous you are. We're
forward,
still all human
this is
beings
when it
at the end of
starts
the
to
day,
really
and
feel
you still
like
could get checked and you still could get told about yourself.
mistreatment and just weird stuff.
Whatever though.
So the
we went to
hairstylist
next
shows me
places,
like a menu
got
and
back
stuff.
to
She's
New
like,
York.
oh, production and whatever.
New
They're
York
gonna
show
order
was
food
like,
for
I was
everybody.
so,
Pick what you want.
like,
I was like, okay, I'll get her the
indecisive
chicken
if I wanted
salad
to
just like you
continue the
like.
tour
I'll
because
just
of
get a
the
chicken salad.
situation.
Then she
And I'm
shows
just
me
like,
like a
ugh, 'cause I'm
message
not gonna
where
have anybody,
somebody
but
from
me and my
production is
managers
like,
was working
Cleo
on-
is not a part of the budget. So I'm just like, how am I not a part of the budget, but y'all invited me on tour? Like, who and why didn't they tell you? Now we're going to get into the dispute that ended everything. So I addressed everything to her. I should actually show how I addressed it, because although it was very long, I want you guys to also keep in mind how so close friendships and relationships feel. Like the breakup feels the same. The way you express yourself, it can kind of feel the same. As like, you know what I'm saying? Like it is very similar. So when I was explaining everything that I went through, it was a long ass paragraph. And like I was talking to my nigga. Like I was breaking everything down because I want you to know exactly how I feel and how it made me feel. Exactly what I went through and how it made me feel. I want you to understand it. And I also want you to put yourself in my shoes and ask yourself if you would even go through that. You know what I'm saying? Because people fail to realize that she skipped a very important part in her career, which was the grind. She barely had to do that. She barely had to do that. And that's okay. Some people are lucky. Some people are lucky, and we're going to call it luck. We're not going to call it her being blessed, because I don't think the Lord will bless somebody like her. Her soul is, it doesn't belong to the person above. She is very dark and very soulless. And I've never been around this girl for more than 10 hours. Anytime I hung out with her, it was something very small, a small gathering, a small event. It was video shoots, you know what I'm saying? It never was chilling in the crib, face not done, chilling. You get what I'm saying? Like on some real friend shit. That's why I kind of got annoyed when a lot of people thought he was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh, but it was like, we were still cool. Like that was still my girl, bro. So it was just her energy. I got to witness this very firsthand. I was around her every day, 24/7. I mean, not all the time, because she would go straight to the back into that room. And when I would see her, like at the venue and whatever, because after the Philly situation, I barely saw her. She was dark. She just, oh my God, like it's even scary to talk about. Like, bro, that girl, she needs to be saved. Like, I don't know if she was always like that, if it's Hollywood, but Hollywood never changed me. Like, Hollywood never changed me. But Nikki was very, very correct when she said, ain't no friends in the game. Ain't no friends in the game. But me thinking like, oh, like I was cool with Ice like before all of this, da 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 da. I didn't think like she was gonna be a weirdo over time. Like that shit was crazy. So when I told her about everything, she literally turned around. Like when I say everything, I told her everything. I'm gonna put it in a screenshot. Honestly, it felt like it could have been a miscommunication here. She winds up telling me that she told her manager, basically after the Philly situation, she told her manager to tell my manager that I'm gonna need to get my own room. What I was confused on is that I told you how I felt in Philly, but you couldn't tell me how you felt in Philly. And that's why we weren't really friends. That's how I realized that we weren't really friends, because you can't even speak up to me, but had the audacity to say that I didn't say any of those stuff to you because I'm scared of you. Why would I be scared of you? I didn't want to punch you. I didn't want to say all those stuff above and then you completely ignore it. Because that's what you did when I mentioned the stuff that happened in Philly. You ignored it. Like you did not care. So with that being said, if I was to explain everything like how I explained it, you would literally not care. And why didn't they tell you that make sure Cleo's good? Make sure Cleo's good. Cleo is a part of the budget. Make sure Cleo's good. The same way you told me that I was gonna be good. Why is your production saying that I'm not a part of the budget for a chicken salad? Chicken salad? I'm not a part of the budget for a chicken salad? Y'all could have bought that chicken salad and literally got the money from my manager or me. But y'all wanted to show me so bad that I can't get nothing and that nobody is here for me that I couldn't even get a chicken salad. I yagged. I was like, wow, this shit is corny. I ain't saying nothing. No, remember I said I wasn't saying anything about anything. I was just going to take everything in and whatever. So my manager ends up getting me an assistant to come on tour with me, somebody to help. They met me in Chicago. So now the Chicago show was lit as fuck. It was so fun. I love Chicago. But yeah, she came, she helped me, whatever. And the only reason why she even came in the first place was because she was told that she was going to be able to go on Riot's bus. And then at the end of the show, she was told that Riot said you can't come on his bus. And she was just so confused because that's the reason why she came all the way to Chicago in the first place. And Riot is not even on his own bus. He's on the bus with Ice. So it was just so mind-boggling, you know? And he probably didn't even say that. They probably just didn't even want me to have anybody. And that was the vibe that I was starting to get, that they actually do want me to struggle. They want me to struggle a little bit. They want to see if I'm gonna stay. It's like they want to put this pressure on me. And let me tell you, the devil will not win, boo. He will not win. He will not win. He will not win. He was starting to get to me, but he didn't win. Sent her all the way back to New York, and I was left again with nobody. I got a little piece of help, and then I was done for. Now we're in Texas. We're in between Texas and Mexico. What do you guys think of when y'all think Texas, between Texas and Mexico? Desert. Desert. Tumbleweeds. Nothing for miles. No Uber Eats. No Uber to Eats. And there's nothing. We're at a Best Western or whatever one of those hotels are. We're in the middle of nowhere. That's how you know, because we're at one of those Best Western hotels. And yeah, no food. There's a McDonald's all the way down the block, 8-minute walk. Probably gonna get bit by scorpions and all sorts of other bugs while walking through the desert to McDonald's. So me and her hairstylist were in the hotel. We just sleeping and stuff. It's like 2:00. We get up around like 5 or 6. I call Ice. I'm getting ready and shit. Me and her hairstylist about to make videos or whatever. I call. I'm like, oh, let's make TikToks. She's like with that soulless demon face, just, you're with my hairstylist, so like, damn, my bad. It was really seeming like she didn't really want me to be friends with her hairstylist, but it's like, damn, bitch, I don't got no friends. So I'm gonna make friends with bitches that actually wanna be my friend. I'm sorry. I hung up on her after that because it was just like, ew, like, all right, I'm with your hairstylist, so what that mean? Like, oh, like, I can't, like, I'm not ready, obviously. Like, it was just the attitude around it that was just so weird and corny to me. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Went downstairs, and I seen her in the lobby, and her and some other boy, one of our friends, is just standing there, you know, with a basketball. I'm like, oh, what y'all just did? Oh, we was playing basketball, whatever, whatever. Nobody said anything about eating. Nobody. I'm like, me and the hairstylist keep talking about food. We like, oh damn, we mad hungry. Like, we mad hungry, just at McDonald's. Or nobody said anything about food while me and her are talking about how hungry we are. Now we go to the boys' bus, tour bus, and we just sitting on the bus. We just like, yo, like, can somebody come with us to McDonald's? Like, nobody want to walk there by themselves. We fake want to meet with us. They like, oh, that's mad far. Like, nah, like, word, there's a desert, it's scary. I don't know. I'm like, okay. Nobody said anything about food still. Come to find out, everybody ate. Can you believe that? Everybody ate. Guess what? They all went to a steakhouse. Everybody went to a steakhouse and left me, the hairstylist, and the makeup artist. Everybody went to go get a bite. Steak, mash, cream corn, spinach. And we didn't have anything. We didn't eat at all. We're trying to figure out how to get a McDonald's, and y'all all ate already? Nobody mentioned it. You know why nobody mentioned it? Because it was a secret. It was a secret, and I gagged. One of the things that I have to charge to the game, I guess. I'm like, what? They said, don't say anything. We don't want to make it a problem. All right, I'm not gonna say anything. One of the things I'm just gonna have to bring up when I'm ready to leave. And that's another thing that I later realized when I reflected on everything, that this girl was really mad at me for saying something about that luggage, bro. She was so mad at me for saying something. Like, she don't want nobody say nothing to her. Like, she tried to low key torture me. Like, she was trying to low key do it. Like, she wasn't trying to do it too much, but she was trying to still like show me like, yeah. And I'm just like, I didn't even know that until I brought all of this up to her, and she showed me that she didn't give a fuck. Girl, fuck you. I was like, oh my god, just went on tour with somebody that hates my guts. Wow. So for you guys that don't know how a tour bus looks, it looks like a slave ship. Very similar to a slave ship. Three bunks stacked up on top of each other very tightly on each side. Some may have more, but this bus that we was on had three. And then she has her big room in the back, which I was staying at for the first couple of days until I blew things by saying something about my bag. As an artist, why the hell would I want to leave the venue carrying my bags? We'll never know why she wanted me to look so crazy. We'll never know. Actually, we do know. But yeah. So that's how the bus looks. And while we were in New Orleans, there was another situation where we was on the bus from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Me and the makeup artist, me and the hairstylist, well, all of us, we were told to get on the bus because at this point, Ice doesn't even communicate with me anymore, by the way. She like slowly, gradually stopped talking to me. And that's because I think like she realized that I was like getting cool with the people that worked for her. So now it's like she's kind of like treating me like a worker. But I was so confused. Like, you're not being my friend, so I'm going to make more friends. Like, girl, it's like she wanted me to be miserable and alone, and it just didn't happen because that's not what God had planned for me, boo. So they was told to get on the bus at 9, and nobody tells me anything, so I'm just doing what they said, you know. I don't get no text messages. Like I said, I don't she doesn't tell me nothing. So I get on the bus at 9 a.m. because that's what her manager told them. Her manager doesn't even text me. That's how much I don't get anything told to me. So she was literally the one that was supposed to be talking to me. So I get on the bus at 9, wake up at 2, and we're in the same place. So you can think about it. We're on a slave ship, right? From 9 to 2 p.m. in the same place, thinking that we're moving and that by the time we wake up, we won't even be there anymore. So to find out we're in the same place is so crazy. My legs are cramping now. Like, I'm just so confused. Like, niggas is treating us like fucking luggage for real. Like, yeah, let's just throw the luggage on the bus. Like, girl, what? We're humans. Can you tell us that you're not leaving right now? When somebody asks, like, why didn't we leave yet? Because Ice didn't feel like leaving yet. And I'm just like, bro, this is so crazy. I texted her, I was like, hey, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm on the way. I'm like, bro, what? You could have been told niggas not to get on the bus because you're not leaving yet. Y'all go and do something. Y'all walk around or look around and just travel around or whatever because we're not leaving yet. But instead, you let us sit up in that tour bus for that long, girl. And you didn't even give a fuck when I told you about any of this. And that shit is what really hurts the most. How much she didn't give a fuck. So I'm actually glad that I didn't say anything during the tour. Let me tell y'all something. The type of person that I am, bro. If I say how I feel, which is this is how the situation in Philly made me feel, and I see that you don't give a fuck, that starts to turn me. So I didn't want to be turned so bad that I spaz on her. I spaz on her. I swing on her. I'm locked up. Ah, da, da, da. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even want that to come out of this at all. Because the way she goes back and forth and the way she's ready to argue, that's somebody that knows that they got people behind her. Because that mouth would not be running like that 2 years ago. I'll tell you that much. I was going to leave after we was left in the desert and they went to the steakhouse behind our backs. I was going to leave after that. But I'm like, you know what? Let me do the Dallas and Houston show. Let me bring my girl Asian out. Let me make the best out of this situation once again. And that was going to be it. My mom, she wasn't able to make it to the New York show. She comes to Atlanta. She's like how she's coming to Atlanta because it was my aunt's 70th birthday and she wanted to see me. So I'm like, damn, I got to do the Atlanta show just for her. Love you, mommy.
You not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much fucking food, you fucking vacuum, that the server was like, where did the food go? Like, stop it right now. You talking about some, she ain't let me to the back of her room on her tour bus. She had this big room. Can I play with my pussy one time? In my bed one time? Like, damn, you want to sleep in my bed every day? That's crazy to me. Crash outs and they going on rants, bro. But the whole thing that's blowing me right now is like talking about some dark energy, trying to compare a tour bus to a slave ship. Like, what are you talking about right now? What? That is crazy to me, bro. That's so crazy to me. Like, you really gonna be friends with somebody for 2 years, but the whole time you feel like they soulless and dark? Like, you sound dumb as hell. If anything, we both need saving. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, we was at the movie theaters. We was siphoned.